think that you can get away with it. You think the light won't be ever lit. It's almost over now, almost over now. Something on your chest, better get it off. There'll be no one left when we set it off. We ain't gonna take it no more, since it's almost over now, almost over now. You had plenty of time, there was no rush, but it was your dream. You're in dreamland, so you don't care. And as you wait, we're standing.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Winston to throw it. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, and you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Winston. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. The Giants ready into punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And he drives this into the pouring rain. It's fielded at the 14. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready! 7 Bronco 80. 79 Broncos.
Daniels going to throw to get us started. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
2. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
There on the coverage.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10.
Ready? Gravity Lions.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. Up to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. And this offensive season has barely begun, and they are already, Brock, celebrating in that end zone. Still basically a full 17 games to go. But so far, so good.
They're pay off all of that offseason work. The OTAs, the mini camps, get into preseason, training camp, all of it. And you can't do it much better than that.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Tracy. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Winston. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
Jamie Gillett on that a punt. Brings it in at the 12. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. 19, Tiger, 19.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Cut out left. Pushing it up past the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Cougar 19. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Daniels back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pull out in front further, 13-6. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gay with the point after. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Return starts at the 3. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back to Scattergood. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Commanders going dime here to defend this 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion. But the results so far, they've been a little bit rough.
And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
79, Brock. Brock all 80.
This is Jacory Kronsky-Merritt. In for the 1st time. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tyler Newman with the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now Daniels to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
He has it at the 13. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready?
A handoff to Tracy. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tracy once more. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Give right side. It's Scattergold. And his defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it 3rd and 7. Here's Winston to the air. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off. Trey Amos. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Ooh, partner, Hiss has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. Quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. From the gun to start. 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Winston looking to throw. That's complete to Darius Slayton. He's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The 2 in a row now have slipped away. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and he should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. 19, start, check, Panther. Ready,
Here's Prosky Merritt. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
At the 25-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
70 Timberwolf.
To throw, Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
79 Broncos. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
3rd and short, Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines. Stay on schedule. SOS. We talked about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks that it takes some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
Winston now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but he didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Here's Winston. And he's tackled for no gain.
Every receiver wants the ball, but they all want their touches. That is until you run a bubble screen, and that receiver knows it's doomed, and he's going to take a shot like that.
Big play for this offense. It's third and goal. To throw. Here's Winston. The back grabs it. And he's finally stopped after just 2 yards. Interesting choice coming up here on 4th and short. We get the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Giants have a choice to make. Leaving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1. A throw for the end zone. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
60 bucks, Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
From his end zone, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Tag. Cougar 19. Catch smash. 7 Pirates.
Run now with Prosky Merritt. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful.
Hawk 70.
Back now, pressure on his way. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he gets it away from his end zone. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At the Commanders' 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ready.
Winston to throw it. Forced out to his right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing is Winston. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Winston. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So second down coming up.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing it again here. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game.
Giants 7.
To send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
A run. It's Krosky Merritt. That played good for it. Looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Let's go. Liking 18.
From the 29. Caught quickly on the slant. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
6-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Come on, come on.
Play action now. Daniels. And he stopped almost immediately Immediately after that catch, he's down at the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So that brings up second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And the Giants are too much. They take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Kate, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
7 Pirates!
Here he is on third and long. Put some heat on this defense. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders throw the lead coming out of halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Gay to add the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21.
Giants 7.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Giants take over first and
10. Giants lining things up. First and 10. Scattergood. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. All down by Dorrance Armstrong.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Side with Tracy. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniels. The left side's caught by Sinnott. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's brought down at the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Daniels throwing on third. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin, and now they're staring at a fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Pulled in at the 20. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll go play action. Chased out to his right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here's Winston to the air. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
The Giants are set to punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Let's see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Here's Kronsky Merritt on the carry. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Viking 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They run. It's Kronsky Merritt. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
County Lions.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk on 2nd down.
Now, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Come on, come on. Hey.
To the well again. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
And the Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at 28-yard line.
Ready? 60.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Commanders have possession and a massive lead. This one looking like it could be over. First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
This time it's a passing play. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
There's a dive up the middle. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Bracco 80. Silo 18. Go.
They'll throw on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They get 37 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 19 tight. Not trap 50. Trap 60.
Running right, it's Eckler. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for second down.
Viking 18. 70. 70.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He takes it ahead for a healthy 70 yards. It's third down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Hurt.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Game's kick is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. This makes it up to the 25. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Tracy. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Winston looking to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. He's got this at the 27. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Come on. Hey.
On 1st down, here's Eckler. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10 now. Sets up the screen. Eckler. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Okay, great.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Red. 60 Eagles.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. And sorry if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Commanders continue piling it on here in the 4th.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 1st down, Siskanabu.
There's absolutely nothing he can do in that situation. Okay? Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready. We're ready.
Here's Winston. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be just one step away from that 1st down. They haul him down near the 31. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Giants trying to do some window dressing. And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down.
Ready?
Throwing now, off play action. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
Ready? Flip, 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 black 25. Green, 17.
Desperation time here. The throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Pickup of 2 here. And the conversion sets them up with a new set of down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Ready? 5 on the white 25. White. Ready to go?
Winston to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. To throw, here's Winston. Catch is made, it's Jalen Hyatt. 16 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw it again. Finds Hyatt. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Coming in the goal line. He has the New York touchdown. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Gano ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10.
Go! Cowboy 80!
Home back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Giants using their first time out. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Cougar 19!
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Kate, when a team spends a premium pick on a DB, in my opinion, you've got to be able to take the ball away. So many guys can run really fast, cover really well, but the difference makers find a way to create those interceptions.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They send a man in motion. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Winston now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing is Winston. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them at first down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Flip.
From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Wait. Ready. Come back. Easy. Wait.
Throwing it again here. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
5 on the 50.
Winston. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? ODB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
And no connection on the two-point try. It fails.
Be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Gano ready to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 13. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. You that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. You that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, blackout. If they act out, yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on them, and they both. I hate them hating on them, and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. I cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yeah. Then it's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. You that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey, hey, Monster! But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city where the flag be getting thrown like it was pass interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we have to apply metric. Ran up out of Lux, so that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling Monster! Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
It's crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
You say too late to start, got your heart in hand. I don't believe it. You say too late to start, ain't it hard in you know you're better.
Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promised that I would've never got involved if I knew I would get so attached. Promised that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Why is it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about if you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat, while you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleeds. Two distant strangers like magicians, never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I have to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact, buzz you up so I can call that a ballin'.
Come tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a date. Don't call me, you already know I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young and ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said it's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. Cause I was not the one to save you. You were my everything, now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'll do anything, I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
that ever king. I told you, hop in and let the journey begin. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting and let you down.